Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Zeal Estate, a podcast that bridges the gaps between investors and the real estate market of Dubai. Today, in conversation with me, I have Mr. Johnny Ozuzu Nnamdi. He has been the top performer at every endeavor that he has picked on. Welcome, Mr. Johnny, to our podcast.
Thank you very much. That was a stretch.
All right. Actually, welcoming Johnny to this podcast is actually counterintuitive because this podcast, let me tell you guys, is his brainchild. From the day I and Johnny met, we have been discussing about the need for a comprehensive podcast to help the investors. And today is our first episode. Thank you very much for taking this initiative because without you, this would not be possible.
Appreciate it. And I've been selling real estate in Dubai now for nearly over a decade. Yeah. Originally, I started my career in banking. I worked with Emirate and BD first when I got into the country, into United Arab Emirates. That's like 12 years back now. I worked with them for a couple of years, and then I had a major crossover career cut across into real estate. It was a passionate move. You know, I've always indulged in real estate, even in the UK before I came to Dubai. It was a calling, that kept, the hunger was there. So then I came into the market. I started working with major developers. I've worked with all the major developers in the last 10 years, the likes of those of them that are on Al Qudra Road, that's Dubai Land, the Kings of Dubai Land area. Maidan, there are two major developers in Maidan, okay? I worked with them also, and then now I'm free, I'm more what you can call a broker, now I could sell across the market, you understand? And like you rightly said, the essence of this podcast is to bridge the gap, between the developer and the investors, okay? Now, the developers, if you look at the Dubai market presently, they are launching a lot of products every day. And these products are not conveniently or in-depthly informed, to the potential and would-be investors. A lot of them don't know the DNA, the USPs of these products. And the salespeople out there, most of them, because they're all target-driven, they just want to sell. And less information is being given to the about the product itself. The company that I'm with, that I'm identified with now, Zeal Real Estate Brokerage Company. We're one of the biggest, real estate brokers in Dubai. And the beauty of this company is that we don't just, we're not just hungry to sell. No, for us, it's not about selling. It's about customer satisfaction and about after-sale services. You see, because the market today is filled with a lot of hungry in the right way, I'm using the language, real estate realtors or agents or whatever, your brokers or whatever you choose to call them. For us in Zeal Real Estate, we are a brand apart, yeah? We're coming out strong. We're out strong in the market. Of course, yes, we're coming out stronger. Now I'm letting a cat out of the bag because we're leaving our current location to somewhere more poised, that really suits us, around Sheikh Zayed and the DIFC area. Yeah, so the company is such that we are customer centric, we protect the interest, we grow the money of the clients, we give them in-depth advice regarding the product they might choose to invest in. Everything looks good on TV, everything looks good in front of your phone, on the screen, yeah. And so when the ads run, you think it's not every product in Dubai is investor centric. Some of them are end user compliant products. So you don't want to buy that kind of product and hope to maximize returns from it. No, it's never going to work. Some products in the market here gives you maybe 5%, while if you do the right investment, you could generate up to 12 and above. So that's what we're here to do, basically to provide you that in-depth technical knowledge before you put down your money, to invest. Making sure you're doing the right thing, investing in the right product. Correct. Like you have said, the market is constantly evolving. Dubai real estate is one of the most secure and safe real estate industry in the world.
There are a lot of realtors that would not agree to that with the statement that you said. So why don't we just back it up with a couple of facts and figures?
Yeah, I challenge them anytime to come to the table and let's talk about it. Let's talk numbers, let's talk product and numbers. It's straightforward, okay? If except them, a lot of them are misinformed, they're not adequately informed. You understand? If anybody comes out today and tells me that Dubai real estate is not a safe haven for investment, then you need to prove yourself. I like you to come to the table. The pod is open. You're free to come and tell me why. First we'll know where you've worked, to what level you've worked in the industry, what are the numbers you've done even as a salesperson, and then we'll then take it further. Do you understand?
So you're just starting off the podcast challenging people left and right.
No, but it's a fact. You came out so strong telling me that. I mean, for someone to tell me, okay, where in the world do you want to invest that can guarantee you the most safety? Dubai, UAE, is one of the safest countries in the world already. We know this.
Yes.
Do you understand? I mean, the economy is strong.
And looking at what we have survived in the past.
We survived 2007, the global crisis, the financial crisis. Dubai stood strong. Recently, during the corona, look at it. Downtown remained downtown. Burj Khalifa, the price did not drop 1%. Do you understand? Palm Jumeirah is still there. It's still the eighth wonder of the world. One of the most prestigious addresses, you could own as a human being, as an investor. Do you understand? And I mean, look at it. Dubai is safe. We combated Corona in 2020. Do you understand? The market keeps growing. Everybody thought that the market will crash. The industry is now waving off, the affordable sector. Because real estate basically is broken down into sectors. There's the affordable, luxury, and high-end luxurious sector. The affordable. You find out that small-time developers then, back in the days, 3-4 years ago, that used to do entry product, developments. Today, they're now cutting across into the high-end luxury.
Building on what you said, since you've segregated the entry levels, right? There's medium, there's high level. So on account of that, how much money would an investor require to start their journey in Dubai real estate investments?
See, basically, the average price of a product in the market today is 1 million dirham, which is just about $365,000, yes? If you have 24% of that, that's what I was talking about, flexibility in payment plan. If you have 24% of that, okay, you're good to go. So basically, 250,000 dirham. If you divide that by 3.65, you get the rate in dollars. That's all you need, to start your venture. Yeah. Really. And in the market today, you could find products that are ready, 100% ready, with post-handover payment plan. Pay 24%, take the keys, or 30% or whatever, and take the keys after your land registration charges of 4% is paid, And that's it. And most of Dubai, the beauty of it now is that the most part of Dubai is now spreading to become freehold. The likes of the DSO, Dubai Investment Park and all that. All these places are slowly, back 3, 4, 5 years ago, some of them were, what? Okay, even Sharjah. They were all leasehold. Today, it's now freehold. So you see how you see the dynamism unfolding, yes?
Well, I firmly believe that Dubai real estate has reached its crescendo, but it's going to go a lot further than this. And there is no argument about that. But in regards to this, let's say that when you talk to a foreign investor, somebody who has not invested in Dubai, all right, I'm sure you must have had conversations with people like that. What are the common roadblocks or objections that these people might be facing?
So the challenge is basic that most international investors do have, especially those that has not been to Dubai before. They don't know how seamless it is. They don't know how safe it is. They don't know how the country is welcoming to international investors.
Dubai welcomes investors with open arms.
Correct. Now, Dubai has introduced 2 years ago the golden visas.
Yeah.
And when this was launched, when this was introduced by the Dubai government, the United Arab Emirates government, it used to be for you to get the 10 years visa, you needed a minimum investment of 5 to 10 million dirham. Today it's 2 million. 2 million dirham, not just you, but you and your immediate family, will get the golden visa. That allows you to come here, live, work, do business, transit, grow your wealth, I mean, come on. Which other country gives you that? 2 million dirham? That's less than $700,000, and then you're already having the golden visa. So skepticism, fear of the unknown, and that cliche of people, cliche of naivety, where people feel that the country is still in that, backward thrown. I have a product that I sold in Corona, sitting at home. All right? Yes, sitting at home, because we couldn't go out during Corona. So the company I used to work with would get leads. I sold it to an international investor. He used to live in England. Now, the guy lives in England. The guy bought, a product then for roughly $1 million. It's a 2-bedroom duplex apartment. It's in the heart of Dubai, somewhere around Al Khail.
All right.
Okay? That product today, in 2020, they were still working during the Corona time, yes. That product today, that 2-bedroom apartment, 2-bedroom duplex, he bought for 3.9 million, which is, like I said, around $1 million, with a payment plan, of course. Today, the developer does not have units available because it's been handed over. That unit now is selling for over 7 million.
Right.
This is something he bought for less than 4. In 2 years, the capital appreciation has gone over almost 30% on that particular product. So not every product, like I said, is an investor-centric product. No. But listening to the podcast, talking to us, consulting Zeal Way, calling us and taking professional, in-depth advice from us, based on the amount you have and how much you want to grow in the market, we can advise you and tell you what is the right products, that you could put your money on, and you will enjoy returns. Yes.
We are empathy driven. I've seen Mr. Johnny, I've seen everybody working in Zeal Way, advising people according to their needs and demands.
Correct.
Never have I seen anybody shoving a product down someone's throat.
Or
No, I have
mis-selling,
not seen that.
or
I'll tell you,
mis-selling.
and I'll tell you an example. So I was sitting with one of our agents, and so they were on the phone. It was an end user, not an investor.
Correct.
Right. So so what he was doing is that since he's an end user, he was not talking about how much money this person is going to be able to get when they flip. He was asking, how many kids do you have? Right. Do you have pets? Because I can show you pet-friendly apartments. Do you spend more time with your kids? See, there's a property here, but also there's another property in another place where there's a really good school. So your kids will spend less time traveling.
Less time traveling.
So your kids will spend less time
Which
traveling.
also cut cost, for the parent. Yes,
Correctly.
Because they don't need to spend too much time on traffic, dropping and bringing them back, or school bus.
Plus the time. They can spend more time with their kids. So this is the kind of approach that I really love. If I were an investor, inshallah, I would still choose Zeal Way because of this empathy-driven approach.
See, not just empathy, professionalism.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Good approach, good in-depth approach to the market. I can't propose you, if you are an international investor, I can't propose you a product without knowing your needs. Correct. Are you buying as an end user? Is this product, even though you like it, you might like it, yes, but does this product serve your need? Do you understand?
Correct.
I've sat with people who comes to me and say they want to buy a villa and use it for investment. Yeah, every product in the market is an investment product.
Correct.
But there are, categories of them. There are some products that you buy that you don't even find someone when you want to flip it, ready to buy. It's going to be there for a long time. But you see that volume that you want to put into one product, you could break it down into several smaller units which are easy to rent, easy to flip, gives you faster turnover, will gain capital appreciation faster. Now, these young lads out there, fresh in the market, greenhorns, I like to call some of them, will not tell you this.
Okay.
Never. They don't even know it.
Okay.
They don't even know it. Some of them don't even know how to calculate common ROI. We're here to give free information, in-depth technical information about a product. So like I said, you're going to see every developer here. They're going to tell us about the launch, the forthcoming launch, the product, how it's doing in the market. At the end of the day, our main focus is to secure the investors on their investments, whether they come into Dubai or not.
Got it.
They can buy a property here, freehold property, through a trusted and reliable company like Zeal, and be sure, guaranteed, that their money is here to work for them. They are making the right choice. Do you understand?
And could you please tell us about the after sales section that we handle?
Yeah, after sales, it's basically, see, the joy of selling. That's what a lot of people have not understood. The joy of selling real estate is not just to sell. Yeah, Dubai is off plan. That's what thrives, okay? You buy a product today, you pay in installments, 2-3 years later, it's ready, you put it on rent or use it for whatever, okay?
Yeah.
For us, it's not just about the sale. Okay. It's about the after service. What are the things we do for you? As a company, we can manage your product for you. Either you want it for short-let Airbnb kind of things, or you want it for long-term rentals. It's our prerogative to pay your service charges, take your hand over on your behalf. You give us a power of attorney. We will manage this portfolio for you and grow it, okay? Make sure that your units are always tenanted.
Okay.
Make sure that your unit, there's never a default on it. Make sure that you get your money on time.
Okay.
All right? Moving further, we advise you also, because now we build a relationship, you become our family. We also help to advise you, to take a look into some other sector. We tell you when is the right time to, sell or flip this particular product.
So basically, they get to tap into the finest inventories as well.
That's just it. Of course, yes, we've got exclusive inventories, that we look after from developers across the market. Yes, and then when I say exclusive, I mean units with the best views, best location.
And speaking about investments, I really wanted to bring this up about the Egypt Property Expo that we're hosting. So could you tell our investors back in Egypt, what are they going to get by attending this event?
See, as I sit with you, Zeal is a company that has got very strong international presence. All right? We open up new markets. We take the product to you. We have a very strong hold in England, in London. This weekend, as I'm talking to you now, we're live in Pakistan and live in India.
Lucknow.
Okay? And next week, a couple of days' time, we're going to Egypt.
Yes.
Why? This is going to be our second or third time, there. We're using this medium also, to invite potential investors there to come and listen and take advantage. And we are not a developer-dependent kind of brokerage agency. No. We do, multi-development events because we are able, we've got the financial, prowess, the financial backing, solid financial backings. We pay for our events in good hotels. We invite people. We run our campaigns. Did you see what we're doing in India? All of the city is branded with Zeal.
Yes.
On billboards, all major roads, it's all billboard. Tell me which brokerage company can do that here.
Yeah.
The cost of putting up one billboard.
Correct.
But everywhere. So we're there to let you know that we're here. Now, for those in Egypt, which we're going to, and it's not just Egypt. This month alone, we're doing Egypt, we're doing South Africa, we're doing Singapore,
Thailand,
and we're doing Thailand. Yeah. So it's a whole lot of traveling and all that, and taking good products to the investors, to take advantage of and come. So in Egypt, we're employing so today you have $1 million in maybe Egyptian pounds. and you put it in the bank.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 year later, 6 months
It's
later,
gonna depreciate.
you go back to the bank
Yeah.
and say, I want my $1 million in Egyptian pound. That you gave it to them. You're never going to get 700. You start wanting, where did my 300 or $400,000 go to? It was 1 million I put here because of the currency devaluation. It's so fast. It's dropping in most countries. Yeah. So investors there, the best thing for them to do is to look for a safe country like the United Arab Emirates, like here in Dubai, with a thriving and dynamic real estate industry. Come here and plant their money. Enjoy the flexibility in payment plan.
Yes.
All right? So they're not digging deep into your pocket, for you to buy a property. No. Enjoy it and then grow your wealth.
And a couple of investors that were enthusiastic about this event have come up to us and asked, they are having some difficulty moving their money from Egypt. So what can we do about
We bridge that gap as well. We bridge it. That's not what I can say, how we do it on air like this.
Got it,
but
yeah.
be rest assured that you have your money, you want to invest. That's why we come to you, okay? You cannot do wire transfer. It's okay. It's understandable. A lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to expose themselves, or shoot themselves in the leg. No. So what we do, we come in, we're mercenaries when it comes to that aspect. Yeah, we'll clean it up for you, man. We'll bring your money into Dubai and plant it here for you and you watch it grow.
All right. That sounds very
Seamlessly.
promising. Yes. All right. Now, I want to tap into your life. You've started off as a banker. So could you tell us how that journey went from being a banker, that transition from, banker to real estate industry? How was that like?
The thing is, I worked in the bank for a couple of years and then, I was hungry to make money. That's number one. That was the driving factor. And I was super passionate, from before coming to the United Arab Emirates from England those days. I was very passionate, about real estate investment and real estate generally. So when I saw that this is a thriving industry. So I was actually advised, having done well in sales, sales for me is in the blood. I think I was caught as a sales product, so, and then I felt the best thing for me to do was to diversify, and come into a more passionate, in every company that I've worked with, I've done my bit, and I've won several awards, in working for developers, and I've been number one back to back in terms of sales volume. I do big numbers. I'm hungry for numbers. I'm numbers driven. Sorry, it is what it is. Would never miss sell. So the crossover was. I got some advices even from colleagues, that left, and they told me, Johnny, you could actually do better. Little did they know that it was my original passion, It
was your calling.
Yeah,
I think most of the people today tap into real estate for the money, but they stay for the culture.
That's if they survive the heat.
Yeah. You play with fire, you might get burnt a little bit, but you got to stay.
Yeah. You play with fire, you must get burnt. Yeah. But then there's still some maestros who play with the fire for art, as a show of art. Yeah, they play with fire. That's it. So that's why it's always advisable to do something or to go into negotiation or property investment, especially with someone that is seasoned and that knows what he's talking about.
We've got a lot of inquiries from people. I've heard you give a briefing to one of your team members that, I don't care that you closed today. I want to know that 5 years down the line, you're still talking to this person.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't care you close today, you don't close today. Although it's important, yes, from the sales perspective, it's a numbers-driven game. It is important. But what is the relationship that you're going to live with the client? I don't care whether the client buys or not. He might not buy today. I have clients that have sold over 20, 30, 40 million dirhams in this market. And I won't talk to them for 1 year. Okay? And they will call my phone randomly and say, Johnny, how are you? I'm in Dubai. I'm looking to buy. Why? Because of the relationship I have built. Because it's not that they can't go out there to hump around. No. I'm working presently on a near 50 million dirham deal. Yes. And, this is somebody I sold 2 years ago for less than 10 million.
I see.
Because I sat with him. And this is what he said when he came to the office, that I sat with him, understood exactly what he wanted, all right? Understood his need, the criteria of investment he was exactly looking for. I didn't waste his time. And the guy was so spontaneous. He told me clearly, Johnny, if you show me what I want, I close it now.
Okay.
I didn't take him to 2 properties. So that you could get, because I'm going to be live on a weekly.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm going to be bringing industry experts. There's just been a launch. And look at the market now. The market now is going wilder.
Yeah.
Developers are now going into branding. You understand?
Yeah.
With major brands in the world. They're now going into partnership with major brands in the world. Likes of Mercedes, Bugatti.
Yeah.
Mention them. Versace.
Jacob and Co.
Jacob and Co. Versace. Fendi.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Why? Do you understand? This is to tell you how dynamic, the market really is and how flourishing it has been. Yes.
All right. That sounds good.
It's 12, 13, 14 years down the line, we're here, rooted. So it's home for me. And even when I go home, let's say to Nigeria, a couple of years ago, I went home to Nigeria. I've got properties there as well and all that. And, after a couple of 1 week, I start saying I'm going back home. I see myself saying I'm going back home. So Dubai is actually, home for us. And that's it.
All right.
Yeah, that's.
But since you're based out of UK, why did you choose Dubai real estate rather than UK real estate?
You answered the question yourself earlier. The dynamism. Do you understand of the market? The security, the safety, the capital growth and acquisition. I mean, it's evolving. It's moving with time. It's the Dubai real estate is something becoming futuristic. Look at the recent launches that is happening now. Look at the designs. Look at the skyline of Dubai. Tell me where else. It's beating New York. Do you understand? Yes. Okay. And look at the airport. It's the fastest. It's the busiest now in the world. It's no longer Heathrow. Do you understand? Yeah. And the safety, the capital growth. Do you understand? The returns on your investment is steady. Do you understand? It's a more steady market, dynamic and evolving.
And what is the demography of the investor network that you have? Like, where do you have most investors from?
Globally, I wouldn't say there's one hub in one country where they come from. No, Dubai is a very cosmopolitan city.
But still, I have heard that there was a huge flow of Russians into the market earlier.
Yeah, that was a wave. Most recently, last year, due to the Ukraine-Russian war, people needed to move out their funds from their home. And you see, that's the beauty of it again. That whenever there is a problem back home, either economically, politically, or whatever, the safe haven for investors is Dubai.
Correct.
You see it?
Yeah.
Look at the Russians. They're bringing their money here. The Chinese, they did the same. Why? They know that here they can grow their money, that their money is safe, their investment is safe, it's secure.
All right.
There's never going to be one whatever, and then the whole building collapses. Never.
Correct.
You see it. So if the whole world is coming here, and promising, I kid you not, you come to Dubai today, you leave, you come back to the same location, 6 months, you see something new.
Correct.
Tell me which city is as dynamic as that in growth.
Yeah.
In just 52 years.
Correct. Right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Look at Sheikh Zayed Road. It's among now the most expensive roads in the world. Sheikh Zayed.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I mean, you can only compare it now to maybe New York, yeah?
I wouldn't say that because it has surpassed that level as well, is what I believe.
Is what?
It has surpassed Dubai's skyline, Dubai's roads, everything is surpassed.
Dubai is just, the dynamism is something, is wildfire. It's something you cannot contain. You know, and the creativity and craftsmanship in the design, the architectural designs now that is coming up is second to none in the world. Look at the recent launches, man.
Yes.
You know, what the skyline is every 2 years taking a different shape.
Yes.
You know, and the security and this, you know, there's nothing as interesting that you put your money here and your money is working for you. Steadily. You can go to sleep and wake up the next morning and know that your 1 million dirham or $1 million is in the next 5 years going to double.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah, that I like my own space. You know, I like my own space. Yes, I like my own space.
I'm really thankful.
Thank you.
Thankful to you for having this.
Thank
podcast.
you. The last time we had a handshake like this, there was a problem with the microphone. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You know, but thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.